Hello YouTube. My name is Mariana and I am calling my channel Low Carb. Oh, my glasses. No. I got it. Hello YouTube. My name is Mariana and I'm going to call my channel Low Carb Mama Bear because I am the mama bear in my bear family. So we have Papa Bear, Baby Bear, and Mama Bear. If I look this way, it's because my husband's right there, even though I can't see him because I took off my glasses. How am I going to read my notes? I need to put on my contacts. Starting off well. Okay. So, don't know when you're going to be listening to this video. Right now it's January, mid-January, and at the start of the year, everyone is excited and has this new oomph, this new energy of I am going to restart, or I'm going to get back into my lifestyle after all the holiday eating. And for some of you, it might be going great. For others, it might be a bit disheartening where you're at the moment, and you think, I've missed it. I'll try back next year. But the thing is, you can always restart. It's up to you. And there's different ways to kind of have that feeling of like starting fresh. And so I'm going to be sharing some of those tips that have helped me in the past and have helped me in the present to come back to this lifestyle. Because it is a lifestyle. It's not just a diet. It's a lifestyle. And I'll get into that in another video. I have my go-to people on YouTube that I always watch or rewatch, and that are there kind of like they're my rock in a way to help me get back into keto or low carb or wherever I've been in my journey. And these people are going to be keto people because that's where I started. That's where my journey started, doing keto. However, the tips that they share are good for anyone that's trying to do low carb. So some of the keto people or low carb people that I've watched in the past that have helped me are Dr. Berg, Dr. Sten, Dr. Barry. I was going to say doctor, but I think she is a nurse, but her name is not doctor. So it's just Neisha. Not just. Her name is Neisha, wife of Dr. Barry. And I think that's it. Are those my keto people? I think, yeah. So those are the people that I go to time and time again when I have a question or I am needing tips to get back. Oh, also Timothy Delorier. I don't know. I'll be putting all their names on the description below so you can check that out, and their channel. So I'll put their names, their channel, and you can click on them. And honestly, like on YouTube, when you're on desktop, there's like an option in their profile all the way on the right. Well, I guess for you guys it would be this way, all the way on the right, where it says, where you can look up videos in their kind of playlists or like all the videos. And so you can look up anything, any keywords. So my second tip is fasting. And you guys might be aware of fasting. Heard of fasting a lot. It's very popular at the moment. It's been popular for many, many years for religious people, and now it's very popular in the secular world. So fasting, what I used to do is 36 hours of fasting. And it's kind of this same energy that I've been mentioning about, having this opportunity of starting new. So after that 36 hours, you're kind of like, I've just done 36 hours of fasting, and it would be a shame if I just wreck it all by, eating a piece of cake or junk food, fast food. It really puts you, at least me, it really helps me like be in that mental space of like, yes, I've got this. I've started anew. So that could be something that could be helpful for you. My third tip is to follow and subscribe, because I will be sharing all the meals and desserts that I enjoy to make. I've gone through my research of all the meals. No, I'm exaggerating. Of a lot of meals and a lot of desserts. And some have been fails, some have taken forever to make. And I'm just a very simple person that likes easy and quick recipes. So I have come to a list of go-tos for dinners, breakfast, desserts, snacks, and I'll be sharing them all on my channel. So if you would like to know what those are, subscribe and click the bell notification to be notified when I'll be sharing those tips. My fourth tip is, this is very much, oopsies, my glasses. This is very much for, it says it's for pregnancy, but honestly, anybody can read it because it's gold information in here. I was pregnant in 2022 and 2023. So my baby bear was born in 2023. And this book was my holy grail during my pregnancy and also for postpartum. Not sponsored at all, but I love it so much. I highly recommend it. So it's called Real Food for Pregnancy by Lily Nichols. Or Nichols, I'm not really sure how she pronounces it. So she's a registered dietitian and certified something. RDN and CDN. I'll be putting just what it means. And basically, I live a low carb lifestyle. I no longer do strict keto or keto. I sometimes do keto. I'll get into that a bit more later. But this book has really helped me just really get back to, real food, basically. And food that nourishes your body. So yes, obviously, when you're pregnant and when you're in postpartum, you need nourishment and replenishing. But anybody and everybody needs that. So highly recommend, especially if you're pregnant or thinking about being pregnant or in postpartum. And there's a section for that as well. So this next tip was shared to me by my husband. So Papa Bear. And initially, because what's the word?
You're like an all-in person.
Yes, I am all in. So that's why for me, starting with a 36-hour fast is great, and that's what worked for me. Obviously now, and during my pregnancy, that's not recommended. I am fully breastfeeding, and so I need that milk supply for baby bear. And so I cannot do long periods of fasting. Yes, as I was saying, my fifth tip is given to me by my husband. He gave it to me before all of that, being pregnant and having baby bear. So basically, as you're waiting for me to say, and it's taking me forever to say, the tip is, what is the tip? Oh yeah, to start slow. So if you're the kind of person that, takes things slow, really like, start looking at your diet and seeing what you can start eliminating. like that extra snack that you have in the day, or maybe, you have a lot of extra snacks, so just choose one and don't have it. And slow elimination, it's like it's okay to go to your own pace. Like, you don't have to be going at everyone's pace. You have to learn what works for you. So if slowly taking one at a time of those snacks, like slowly taking one snack at a time away is what works for you, then great. If you can do two, then great too. If you can go, take it all off cold turkey, then that's what works for you. But yeah, so my husband, my wise husband, shared with me that this tip that has helped me in the place that I am at in the moment, with breastfeeding and everything. The next tip really goes with this tip, which is also given to me by my husband, and it is to replace your cravings. So, for example, if you usually have like well, maybe not two square. If you have, I used to eat, okay, a Whitaker's chocolate that is, I think, 200 grams, I think, in 2 days. So, it's kind of like starting wherever you're at, and slowly maybe eating less, and then eventually switching over to a higher percentage of cacao, for example, 70%, and then 72%, 75%, 78%. Depends where you are in the world. Here we don't get 78%, but 85%, that's where I am now, and I'm content. And you will notice that as you slowly move away from the sugar, from the fast food, what happened to me, and that what will most likely happen to you, is your taste buds are gonna come to life, and you're going to experience so much flavor in just the everyday food. So for example, I remember at the start of my journey, which I'll be sharing in the next video, stay tuned, when I started eating fruit after a while, I was just like, this is sweet. How is this so sweet? Like, I used to hate fruit, and then I got to a place where I was actually enjoying it. You can start by replacing your, chocolate, as I mentioned. For example, there's, candy, lollies, however you call them, wherever you're listening from. There's keto options out there. There's not so great keto options out there as well. So even though I'm recommending kind of like a dirty keto / lady keto, I'm definitely not recommending a artificial sweetener keto, because those are really bad for your gut. They kill the good bacteria in your gut, and they also kind of make you want actual sugar. So by eating artificial sweeteners, your brain is like waiting for the actual sugar, and it's left without it. And then at the end of the day, you're just like, you might fall and eat whatever junk food there is around, or you go buy it, or you ask someone to buy it for you, because you're just like, it's in your brain, and it's nonstop going over your brain of, I want this. So no artificial sweeteners, please. Do that for yourself. What is it? Do yourself a favor. No artificial sweeteners. Look at the package, the ingredients. I recommend to look at the YouTubers that I mentioned, and to see what artificial sweeteners are, because information is key here. It gives you power, and there's so many different ways that people hide artificial sweeteners, or even like sugar. So it's good to kind of like educate oneself on all the different names. It's a long process. I'm not like trying to say that it's going to be easy, because it's not. It's a long process, and it's a worthwhile process, though, that will leave you in a better place afterwards. Before I talk about the next tip, I do want to mention that you might not be aware what dirty keto is, what lazy keto is. There's many people that like have different ways of seeing keto. And I know this is a low carb video. However, as I said, that's where my journey started. So this is my video. So I'm going to talk about keto because that's where I was. And so I know it, and I've liked to see it as 4 different keto. So there's dirty keto, lazy keto, strict keto, and healthy keto. And so dirty keto is basically allowing yourself to have a bit more carbs, or like going to McDonald's and ordering the beef cheeseburger, but not the buns, and taking away as well the cheese, and kind of just eating the beef. Kind of figuring out what works for you, in the sense of like, you're here, this is your normal, and you want to move. Maybe I should do it this way because that makes more sense for you guys. You're here and you want to move, towards your goal. And in order to get there, you have to kind of pass through dirty keto, lazy keto. And then again, to do healthy keto, I don't think you really have to do strict keto. And strict keto is basically calculating everything. Like carbs, calculating protein, calculating calories, calculating fat, all of that. And that's maybe something that would work for you guys, something that definitely does not work with my lifestyle or with my personality. So yeah, kind of like figuring out, you can go straight to healthy keto, which is like, really good ingredients, and, some would say like no sweets. Because for some, the point is to, get rid of all of that and only eat like real food. And on keto, we don't eat fruits really. We eat just berries, strawberries, raspberries, a bit of blueberries. And so it's very limiting, which is why a lot of people end up coming out of keto and doing low carb, as I am. My 7th tip is to be aware of keto flu. So I know, again, we're talking about low carb. However, cutting off carbs, it takes a lot on your body. You're going to be losing a lot of water, and you have to replenish the electrolytes that you'll be losing with that water. So if you don't do it correctly, you'll end up with something that a lot of the keto community knows as keto flu. And so drink electrolytes. A lot, not just kidding, not a lot. Drinking electrolytes will help with that. Eating enough fat will help with that. And again, it's kind of like eating until you're satiated. If you're starting your low carb journey, eating until you're full. And that's not like, necessarily when your plate is done, or the little serving. It's like when you're actually like your body's like, okay, maybe not when it's like saying it's enough. Maybe like, it's kind of realizing what is full for you. And again, it's a journey. This is a whole journey like that you're embarking on, and it's a process of learning about yourself and who you are, and what works for you, and what satiates you, and what is enough for you. So again, figuring out when you're satiated. So because you're getting rid of carbs, then you will still lose that fluid, that water in your body, and thus lose your electrolytes. And so replenishing electrolytes is great. There's a lot of different brands out there. I'm not affiliated with anyone, but I recommend Ultima. Is that what it's called? The one that we have? It's really great. I'm here in England, and it's pretty reasonable price-wise. I get it from iHerb, and I can put a link down below. Yeah, it's the best one I have found, honestly, because it is 90 servings for the price that we pay, and generally that price, even just maybe £10 less, usually is only like, you can only find 30 servings. So 90 servings for the price that we pay is really good. So Ultima. Or if I have it wrong, I will write it in the description below and put the link. So, not to get too weird here, your time in the bathroom will be different as well. And it might take a while for your system to get used to it. And it's totally fine. It's normal. And if it continues or you think this is not normal, again, I recommend checking the videos of the people I recommended in the description below. So this is the third subpoint of tip number 7. And it is, I forgot it. So recognize the pattern. It's a mental game. You will get to a point where you might think, oh, I can't do this, or if I could just have that cookie. And it's kind of a time of testing. And, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Basically. So and you might fail, and that's okay. It's, just because you failed, let's say in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening, the next meal is, again, a chance to restart. And, once you get that into your mind of like, I ate well this time, let's not make it like, let's not lose this momentum. It's kind of helping you. It's a mind game. It's helping you to get, again, to your goal. And it's kind of recognizing those patterns in your mind that keep going and keep putting you down. And then once you recognize those, kind of recognizing that it's a lie, and then you can be like, I did great in breakfast. Let's continue. I can do this, and let's not lose what I've accomplished so far. And again, I said it already, but even if you do fail, again, it's no big deal. You've only failed once. It hasn't done a major impact in your journey. Like, there will be failures, but the point of it is not to have really big dips, but like small dips that are still continuing upwards. I guess imagine instead of going sideways, you're climbing a mountain, and so you might slip, but you get up and you continue moving upwards. And so ways that you can distract your mind as well, not only for being prepared, but also like if you're doing that 36-hour fast, it can be long, especially the first day. Oh goodness, go for a walk, discover a new part of the city, I don't know, of your town, or I watched Netflix, of course. I watched Netflix. An episode, and then what you'll come to realize is that there's different types of hunger. There's head hunger, and tummy hunger. And that tummy hunger is actually just your system being used to eating at a certain time. And then once you're past that, if you can distract yourself for so long, you'll realize actually, I'm not actually really hungry. And you can actually continue on with your fast until it's time to eat. And then even when your time to eat comes, you might not even be hungry, but start off small, have a small snack. Again, a good snack, not junk food. But yeah. And another way of distracting yourself is reading. So if that works for you, great. If you have the time and you love reading, like, devour that book. So those are my tips. And I know some of you are new to this low carb life. Maybe some of you are just trying keto. Some of you might be trying carnivore. And some of you have been already in this journey and are looking for new tips to get back into that routine. And so maybe you guys have tips that I didn't mention, and I'd love to hear of them in the comments below. And it might also be very helpful for other people that are new here, or that, are in the same journey, and aren't aware of, your unique tips. your unique tips and aren't aware of your unique. Why am I having such a hard time with unique? And aren't aware of your unique tips. So leave them in the comments below. So yeah, please like this video. It helps my video show up for others that are looking for help in their journey, and as well subscribe and click the notification bell so that you're notified when I post my next video. Or if I have, or if I've posted my next video, click over here. Hopefully it shows up. Take care. Bye. Mama Bear out. My next videos. What?
Those all very good.
No, I think I'm just gonna let it do. Yeah, I'm gonna. I said it, so it's there.